Hey everyone, Sean here, and today in this video, I'm in a different location. It's been a while since I've done a video like this for anything really. Today, I'm not doing a vlog, sort of, but I do want to talk about the banner that's coming up, or should be out by the time this video is out, featuring Yae Miko, of course, in 2.5, along with Toma, Diona, and Fischl, which is already a pretty solid banner for me anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video. That way, by the time I come home, I can just straight up, edit this and stuff like that. Anyway, just wanted to get my 2 cents in here real quick here. So anyway, let's get right into it. Toma, definitely a character who needs constellations to get a considerable power boost. I think I have him at C2 right now, which he's okay, but I definitely would like to see more out of him. So with more constellations, that definitely is going to work for me. Especially, I think by the time C4 comes up for Toma, I think he's really going to shine. But of course, by C6, he's significantly better, I think, if I have constellations memorized in my head. But who does that, right? But anyway, Diona, I definitely, I think I already have her full constellation. But for those who don't, definitely go for her, because she's a very, very cool unit with a shield. Not only that, but she can heal. So she's kind of like a hybrid of Zhongli and, well, any of your healers, the tick healers, I guess you can say, like Barbara, for example. But she does have a nuke heal in her burst. But her talent, or her skill, is kind of like that. But with, of course, with Diona, she definitely is going to be super helpful for your team in the Abyss, for example. I think she is a very good pickup if you don't have her fully constellated and stuff like that. Constellationed. So yeah, she's very, very powerful there if you can get her by C6. So same with Fischl. Obviously, a really good unit. They're very good sub DPS. You just put out Oz and then switch out to anyone else. I think she can also work as a DPS main DPS unit as well, if you can up her physical damage and stuff like that. She has literally a bow that's to her name, I guess, and has physical damage there. So if you want to capitalize it there, you could do that, or just slap on the compound bow, I think, and she will literally become like a machine gun if you have your cancels done right. So yeah, Fischl is definitely good in those regards, especially when you have more constellations. But yeah, those three characters, the 4-star characters, are very good if you don't have them all fully stacked and stuff like that in constellations. Now, of course, the big one, the big 5-star unit in this banner, Yae Miko. I already want her in terms of her like personality and aesthetics and whatever, right? All those things. But I think she is going to be more than a DC unit. She's going to be just DPS, whether it's sub DPS or not. Like she definitely has what it means to be a sub DPS. She can potentially have what it means to be a main DPS unit. If you want her that way, I mean, you can definitely go for it. When it comes to what artifacts are going to be beneficial for her, you could go for a 2-piece Thundering Fury, 2-piece any of the sets that add attack to her. That's definitely like a safe bet. Maybe not the best, but it's a good start. It's a good transitional sort of set. I think the best one potentially could be just the Thundering Fury for right now, because there's no special artifact that's built for her, like there is the Ocean one for Kokomi, for example. And of course the Husk for the defense-based characters, like Arataki Ito and Goro and Yunjin, for example. There's probably going to be a new set in the future that's going to be more catered towards someone like Yae Miko, for example. But I think she'll be okay with definitely more than okay with Thunder and Fury. I mean, it's electro damage plus the electro reactions like overload and electro charge and superconduct bonus damage. So, and those are guaranteed as long as you have different elements on your team, or the same really. So you're definitely guaranteed more damage, through and through. So I think Thundering Fury will be a safe bet, really good one overall. Plus, the other one that could potentially be really good is the Severed Fate, which is all about recharge and the burst damage based off of a recharge. There is going to be a weapon that's going to be pretty good for her. I mean, potentially. The new weapon that's coming out, which is, I forget what it's called, but it has attack percentage as its main stat, and the effect is involving with boosting the energy recharge with in her overall kit. So I think that one is potentially going to be a good one for those who are free to play, because that is going to be a free weapon in the shop of the event that's coming up in 2.5. So that's going to be obviously very, very much going to be beneficial for her in that situation, in that regard. But it's going to be beneficial for everyone else who uses a Catalyst and is sub DPS. So that's a cool thing about that weapon. It's very flexible, not just for Yae Miko, but for everyone else, really. All the Catalysts, potentially, especially in the future. Unlike the 5-star weapon that's coming up for this update that's very soon. So the 5-star weapon is like Kagura something. I don't have the name memorized in my head, but it's definitely going to be specific for Yae Miko. So I don't know how I feel about that weapon. Like, I mean, it's good, obviously. It's going to be good for Yae Miko, but do you want a weapon that's only good for one character and it's going to be potentially be power crept by another weapon in the future? That's going to be more flexible for everyone else, or for the other catalysts in the future, right? So I think, honestly, that's a pretty bad investment, or pretty risky investment, I should say. I mean, if you want to go for it just for the aesthetics and you have plenty of disposable income and stuff like that, then that's your choice. That's your, you know, you do you and stuff like that. But overall, for everyone else who is trying to really be careful with their currency and their gems and wishes and stuff like that, I would not go for it. It's too specific for just one character, and who knows, right? It could be another weapon that could be really good for everyone else, and for Yae Miko as well. So already there, it's all the less reasons to get it. I already have a weapon, a 4-star weapon that's going to be really good for her, at least for a good while, which is the Wit Sith, because all the effects within the Wit Sith are going to be beneficial for Yae Miko no matter what. Even the Elemental Mastery, because she is going to be feeding off of that too in one of her passives, I think. So it's going to be a much more effective weapon, in my opinion, than the 5-star weapon that's in the upcoming banner. Yeah, again, it looks cool, right? It's a spinning top, it's a Beyblade, whatever, right? But the overall investment and long-term sort of effect and results, I think it'll have diminishing returns, or even more than that. It's going to bite you in the ass, maybe, you know. So I think it's not honestly a good investment in my personal opinion. So but yeah, when it comes to Yae Miko, I think she'll just be another, you know, more than decent character. I think she's gonna be fun. You know, it's more so like her aesthetics and personality, all that stuff, like I said, that I want her for. She's gonna be either a sub DPS or DPS character. So I think there's not much to her. She just puts out turrets, and her burst just is one big lightning bolt. You know, there's not much to her. I mean, her burst animation is really cool. Really speaks her personality. She's sly. She's smug. You know, she's that Fox girl, man. She's, you know, she's hot. You know, that's all I gotta say, man. So, so again, this banner is really solid. If you don't have any of those characters fully stacked in constellations, Yae Miko, great character probably to pick up if you don't have a Electro DPS or sub DPS that's 5-star or whatever. I think she's going to be fulfilling her role pretty nicely. So, especially if you have the right artifacts and stuff like that, you can either go for Thundering Fury or Severed Fate. I think those two are going to be pretty beneficial for Yae Miko for right now, unless the new artifact set that's coming out potentially in the future would do her wonders too. But who knows? So But personally for me, I'm gonna go for Thundering Fury because it seems more consistent with throughout her whole kit. Oh, so there's normal attacks, there's skill, and the burst that will be boosted from Thundering Fury. Now, if you do all the math and stuff like that, who knows? I mean, maybe Severing Fate could potentially win it by the end of it if her burst is that big. But, if she has like stuff or passives or skills or anything like that that will boost her burst damage in those parts, then I guess I have to switch to Severing Fate. But for right now, Thunder Fury is going to be my go-to for this situation. So that's all I got for this banner. Really, it's a really good one. If you really like Yae Miko, go for it because you're gonna get benefit a whole lot from Diona, Fischl, and Toma. Those are gonna be really good characters to pick up and stack up in those constellations and all that fun stuff. So may the Yae Miko Wanters become havers in this event. So that's all I got. If you have any comments or anything like that, leave me down below. Love to read them and all that fun stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell to notify all. Really appreciate it, guys. So I'm about to head into work and stuff like that, my part-time work, and hopefully I get this out by the time the banner is just out, fresh out of the oven. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video, and good luck on your wishes. Sean out.